Dual filtration chromatography application. Dual filtration chromatography application. Dual filtration chromatography application. It is type of size exclusion chromatography can be used to either fractionation molecule and complex ensemble into the fractionation with practical size range to remove all of the molecules larger than particles size from the sample or combination of the both operation. Dual filtration chromatography can also be used for the separation compounds such as small molecule protein complex and polysaccharide and nucleic acid when in aqueous solution. Dual filtration chromatography can be used also for fractionation of the molecules and complex with pigment size range, size analysis and determination, remove of large protein and complex buffer exchange, resulting remove of the small molecules such as nucleotide, primers, stays, and contamination. Assessment of sample purity, separation of bound from unbound, radius isotope, dual filtration chromatography media for all of above uses available in per-bagged gravity columns, Spain columns, lower pressure and media pressure chromatography columns and bottled rays. Dual chromatography mechanism. In dual chromatography column, the stationary phase is composed of pores, matrix, and mobile phase is buffer that flow in the between matrix beds. The beds have defined as pore size range known as fractionation. Molecule and complex that are too large to enter to the pores stay in the mobile phase and move through the column with flow of the buffer. Small molecules and complex that are able to move into the pores enter the stationary phase and move through the dual filtration column by the longer path through the pores of the beds. Medium pressure dual filtration chromatography system. Dual filtration chromatography mechanism. Any molecule complex that above of the fractionation range from the practicals dual filtration chromatography column will move through the column faster than any molecule that can enter the stationary phase. Therefore, any constant ensemble that above fractionation range will be elute first in the void volume before anything that in the fractionation range. Dual filtration chromatography mechanism. The minimized size remain in the mobile phase and enter the stationary phase is known as exclusion limited. Biorad offers dual filtration chromatography media and columns will be exclusion limited range over 3 orders of the magnitude from 100 Dalton to the 100,000 Dalton kilodalton. Molecule and complex that can enters the stationary phase will be fractionated according to their size. Small molecule will migrate deep into the pores and will be retired more than large molecule that do not easily enter to the pores and thus eluted from the column more quickly. This difference in pore migration leads to the fractionation of the component by the size, with the large elute first. And gel filtration chromatography column designed for the resulting buffer exchange and the removal of the small molecules such as nucleotide. The salt and the small compound readily enter to the pores, are retired and migrate more slowly through the column than a large protein or nucleic acid. Therefore, the component of the interest in the sample and elute in advance of the salt nucleotide etc. such as DNA clean-up kit using the mechanism of the often contain gel filtration spin column. Resolution, here defined as the sharpness of the boundaries between size. Fractionation is determined by the bed size and number of the factors. Smaller beds size generally yield higher resolution in gel filtration chromatography column. Compact molecule diffused through the stationary phase faster than linear molecule. Size, exclusion, fractionation range, and elution rate are affected by buffer composition, ionic strength, and pH. For the fractionation complex mixture of the protein elute and size exclusion, limited may be need to be determined by empirically. Gel filtration chromatography media. An important consideration for the gel filtration chromatography media is that media is the inert and that nothing in the sample or any buffer binds to the media. Another consideration is the type of the gel filtration column being used and whether it is used for the pressure chromatography system or gravity flow or spin column. If the pressurized chromatography system is begin use, both column and the media must be able to tolerate the pressures and flow rate used. Commonly used media in gel filtration chromatography are based on the agarose, polyacrylamide beds, dextrose for gravity or lower pressure system, and polymeric resin for the media pressure system. The choice of the media depends on the properties of the component be separated and others experimental factor. The following are general consideration when determination the choice of the gel filtration chromatography media. Number 1, fractionation range. 2, size exclusion limited. 3, operation pressure. Flowing. 4, flow rate. 5, sample viscosity. 6, pH range. 7, autocol herbability. Tolerance of the water, miscible, organic solvent. Some sample may be more soluble in the water. Organic mixture. Tolerance for the determined detergent, chemotropic agent. for media operation temperature, type of the small choice of media and chromatography system step will determine which parameters are the most important for giving purification application. The end. Thank you for listening.